Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 17, Week 6, Day 2. So today, what are we going to be missing with? Well, for one, I forgot to claim all the campaign stuff. Also, sorry, Week 7, Day 2. But anyways, I completely forgot to claim this yesterday. It gets done so automatically these days that I keep forgetting to actually do it. Obviously, we automatically do it as far as the tasks without even trying. Because they're just those kind of tasks. However, I always forget to claim them until like a day or two into the week, because they're just so automatic. But it's pretty important to do so, as even if you're on just the free side, we get a upgrade, and with that upgrade, we do get a little bit extra stats that we get to have during the campaign. And well, it's not a lot. Adds up 5 extra HP there. Oh yeah, there's also this one weird campaign where we have no extra magic. By the end of it all, we actually get plus 25 HP. With all of it coming in by next week, actually. We'll have the maximum amount of HP for this mode, which is a lot, 25. Unfortunately, there's not too many good HP boost ratios in the game compared to armor, attack, or magic. But yeah, HP, very high. Very tanky, if nothing else, as HP is the more survivable stat. There isn't really that much that you could really do with it, for the most part, as far as just overall damage and everything. But anyways, of course, main thing we have going on today is the Hellgate faction. You might even want to consider getting the weapon, as the weapon could potentially be okay for running for the various game modes that we have this week. It deals some damage to an enemy boosted by its souls. So if you have 40 souls, which is the default minimum you'd have, if you've maxed out your souls with no extra bonus, you would end up getting 40 damage on it. Not a lot, but of course earlier in the game, and especially if you have other bonuses on your team to get to the higher number, you can end up hitting okay with it. Based on some of the restrictions that we have for some of the modes this week, it could be okay, but compared to just like an exploding weapon, or obviously if you have, especially for, oh gosh, what's it called? For the Journey event, of course, if you have the Doomed Volge, you should definitely be using the Doomed Volge. But in situations where, like some of the other modes, particularly for Underworld, or Underspire, I should say, like Underspire restriction, there's not too many good weapons if you don't have some of the better ones. Like there's basically Doomed Glaive, and then that's the whole list. Almost, not quite, but like there's a big gap between Doomed Glaive and the next best option. So if you don't have Doomed Glaive or Hope's Crescent or anything like that, Hellblade you can get today, and only today, by the way. So make sure to get it if you do want to get it. But this weapon could be your best option if you don't have like Hope's Crescent or Doom's Glaive, mostly Doom's Glaive, and stuff like that. So, worth considering if you just want something to boost up there. I think I showed it with the low rarity team, didn't we? On the Monday video, I'm pretty sure we did. It was this team right here. Yeah, I ended up doing with a Cockatrice build. And just doing with Judge of the Dead, which also benefits from having souls, of course. You're definitely going to have at least one thing on your team that does souls, and Judge of the Dead just works really well with it. But anyways, where should we even start? I guess we'll just take out the basic dailies first and then kind of go from there. We also are going to be doing a little bit of PvP today, mostly because we haven't touched it yet this week, and we definitely need to at some point. So, might as well now. Also, I think I showed it yesterday, but we actually technically made first place last week. Even though we didn't actually make first place, I think we made like 7th, 8th, I don't even know what it was by the end of it all. Oh no, we got too many tasks done, I can't even see it anymore. Well, I showed it last night's stream. We ended up getting 120, as if we won first slot. 120 of those gold mark thingies. But anyways, where should we start? Let's go dungeon. Let's go clear through some of our thingies. Jinx, no. Okay, emeralds, it's fine. Toxic, honestly, that doesn't really do anything at all. Obviously, we'll still be using Stellaryx through it all. But anyways, as we're going through this, hello everyone! Hello Bill! Hello Mark! Hello Nightmare! Hello Chad! Hello Logic Slayer! Hello Michael! Hello Lester! Hello Stacy! Hello just reading through everything. Hello Renas! Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, what are we doing? We're taking Skull. We're taking Red. Except I took it in the wrong order, so I can't take Red now. And we'll go hit it, wipe it out, boom, boom, dead, win. And go from there. Hopefully we're set to magic right now. I believe we are. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be at the moment. Definitely need it, that's for sure. Every little bit of magic helps it a ton. Obviously anything that does damage to all enemies benefits a lot from magic, but particularly Stellaryx, since it's getting like 3 times its magic as damage. Very big number for every single little bit of magic gain that it has. Hello Isabel! Welcome, welcome. Hello Sushi Ninja. Hope all's been well, everyone. Hope the week's been going well so far. I feel like I got nothing done today. Like, nothing at all. I'm not sure where today went, but I feel like I've done a total of nothing today. And I still haven't even played Pal World since we last streamed it last Sunday. Yeah, time just flew by today. I'm not sure where it went. I'm not sure why. I feel like I spent a lot of time today just eating. And not even like overeating, just eating slowly. Because I didn't really eat that much today. I had a salad, potatoes, some crab cakes, and I think that's actually it now that I think about it. Oh, an omelet for breakfast. I just feel like I ate it so slowly compared to normal. Like, I was hungry, but, like, not hungry at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like, you know, you feel inside you like, oh, I'm hungry, but then you're eating, and it's like, I don't really want food. But you're still hungry, so you have to eat. It's a really weird feeling. But anyways, what am I doing? We did that. Oh yeah, Fortune and Glory. We don't need to do anything for this, but if you haven't spent your points, definitely make sure to do so. I'm pretty sure everyone already has by now, but just a reminder, you still have like 5 days, so plenty of time. You just can't earn any more points, but any points you do have, definitely make sure to go use it. You know, I'll clear out Adventure Board. Is it actually a task to go to Adventure Board today? It is not, so we just have to take the gems, because I think that was the only thing there was worthwhile. I guess we could technically take the gold key one. But not much there really worth going for. Have I ever tried Old Bay? Oh yeah, that one's seasoning? Yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't use it on those crab cakes, no. But I have used it before. But not on these crab cakes. Actually, normally if I have something that's like crab related or something similar, if I do use Old Bay, I normally use it not like baked into it, but rather in whatever I'm dipping it into. Like if I'm gonna dip into a tartar sauce, I'll like put the Old Bay in the tartar sauce. And similar. Very rarely do I bake with it. I like to add as much as is needed. And I feel like if you bake with it, you can easily have clumps that are just too much Old Bay. Like when you bite into something and like all you taste is Old Bay rather than the fish or anything else. So I normally put it in whatever I'm dipping it into. Though I didn't this time around. If I do use it, I normally put in whatever I'm dipping it into so that you can control how much is in every single bite. Rather than occasionally getting a bite out of nowhere that's just like entirely Old Bay. Because it got like clumped together or something. Anyways. We did that. There wasn't much to do there. Under Spire, we're still stalling, but I didn't buy the torches. We'll probably do these either tomorrow or Thursday. I haven't decided yet. Probably tomorrow, to be honest. So we'll keep those going. I just hate doing them day by day lately, just because it feels like they go by so quickly at the earlier end. Especially when we have better teams. And while this isn't the best team we've ever had, we do have access to AoE, which speeds it up quite a bit. Biggest issue is our mana accumulator for isn't the greatest. It can actually reduce our mana if we're not careful, so... we'll see how that goes. That could actually backfire pretty heavily. I might even need to drop the Empower for some other thing. We do have Empower in the green, but the problem is the green doesn't feed into anything that hits all enemies, I don't believe, for the mode, so... That makes it kind of clunky. You know what? We have Faction. Let's go do Faction. It's Faction Day. Let's go do Faction Day already. Let's do the exact one from the video. Don't even need anything else. Let's go straight into this. The only problem with showing this team for the video is it is a little bit more towards the expensive side. Obviously, it requires guard. Though the other thing that synergized with it was literally available last week, Sir Quen Hadley. Pretty sure most people got that by last week. But of course, Guards Avatar is still the main bottleneck for building this team at any given time. I do highly advise getting it. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a top 10 mythic, but my usage rate of it is within the top 10 of like any mythic currently in the game. My usage rate is definitely within top 10 for this thing. It's really good for Tuesday faction events, and that's basically it. There are a few other niche cases for it, of course, but it is almost entirely a Tuesday faction kind of troop, and that's perfectly fine. That's all it really needs to do. We're going to go for pure armor here, just so we can boost them up. We're nowhere near the point where this is going to matter, but I'm going to do it now, because if I don't do it now, I will forget to do it in like 10 minutes from now, when we actually need it. So hello, Kikolia! Welcome, welcome. What, they made a new form of Old Bay? Oh, did they actually make it into an Old Bay spread? That's interesting. I might actually need to try that. That actually sounds good. In like a butter form? Like an Old Bay flavored butter? That actually sounds really good. I need to try that. And of course, the reason we got rid of our 20% mana star on this team, we actually have 50% mana star already from good old Sir Quentin Hadley. So, while some of our things won't be getting the mana, we mostly just need these two to be getting it, and that's all that matters. Actually, never mind, now that I look at it, even Hero's getting it because of the Titan that we're using right now. Pretty flexible what hero we use there, you can just use whatever one you need Classic XP for. First running Titan, because why not? Gives Brownstorm. Just all-around kind of thing. Oh, it's only local to Baltimore right now? Oh, maybe they ship it out. I don't know, normal Old Bay's fine. Not that hard just mixing it into something yourself. That's hello, Miss Insane Witch. Welcome, welcome. That's hello, Supernova. Welcome, welcome as well. Yeah, definitely we do that. Let's take our yellow. Grab our little bit, get our AoE in there. So thank you for the continued support, Michael. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Helps out a ton. Hey, Bill got it. That's funny. It hit the right person. That is pretty lucky. Wait, does YouTube actually not have a way to gift specifically to someone? Does it always just go to someone randomly every time? Because I know it normally does, but it doesn't actually not even have an option to send to someone directly. Because I know Twitch actually does have that option. I know because people have used it on me before in other people's chats. Like when we used to watch Salty stream when she was the community manager for Gems of War. I think Isabel or someone else has gifted us like membership to theirs. Yeah, YouTube only has a random option. There's no way to gift it to a specific person. But I still need to go update those emotes. Honestly, I need to update like all the visuals on this channel. I haven't updated my banner on YouTube. I haven't updated the About section since like 2019. And I haven't updated the banner since the hurricane in like 2017 or whatever it was. Like I literally made it during a hurricane. Because I didn't have any electricity or anything. So all I had left was like the battery that was left on my laptop. So obviously I didn't have internet or electricity or anything else. So one thing I was doing in that downtime was like, oh, let me go make my header for my for the YouTube channel. Because at the time, I have no clue what I was using prior, but it was for basically nothing. So during the hurricane, during some of the downtime, how much battery life I had on the laptop, I ended up making the header banner thingy for the YouTube channel. And I've not changed it since like 2017 or 2018. Honestly, I feel like just rebranding everything on the channel at some point soon. Banner, the profile icon. Pretty much everything. I just need to get all the assets for it. I probably won't make it myself this time. Who knows, maybe we'll even change the name of the YouTube channel. I was actually considering that a long while back. Definitely something still Tacit related. But the only reason the channel is named what it is right now is mostly because Tacit was already taken by a YouTube channel at the time. It still is. It's some kind of music channel. That does some kind of genre that I do not comprehend. But the only reason our YouTube channel isn't called just Tacit is because of that. I didn't want it to be exactly the same. Is the stream lagging? My thing does say that it's not getting a high enough bit rate. But it's also been saying that for a long while now. I'm not really sure why. The connection's just been normally slower or something? I have no clue. Yeah, YouTube is saying that right now. The stream's current bit rate of about 2,800 kilobytes per second is lower than the recommended for 720/30. I can see on my stream thing too, that is correct. It's not just YouTube being YouTube. My stream thing is saying about 2,600 to 2,900. It keeps fluctuating. I just went to 2,300, now I went to 2,900, now I went to 2,400. My connection is so unstable. I never understood that either. I don't know how connections work, like on the back end and everything. But for whatever reason, with the connection that I have, my upload speed has always been, like abysmal. Like abysmal. And that's what you need for streaming and stuff. Like, it's always been at least 50 times slower than my download speed. Considering maybe trying those, like, home 5G internet things that they have now. Not canceling what I currently have until I test it out to see if it's actually worthwhile using. I kind of just tried for a short duration. I have no clue how much that actually costs. Does any of you actually use it? I've been seeing advertisements for it lately. I have no clue how much it costs, or if it's even better. But has anyone of you actually tried the 5G home internet thingies? And is it actually like a stable connection? That's actually pretty decent. Though I guess the other issue could be the cost. Though there's a chance it is cheaper than what I'm paying right now for my internet. You're on 6... Wait, they have 6G now? Since when did 6G come around? Oh, it's been out for 2 years? Gosh, I'm behind everything then. I never keep up with the current tech, like, at all. Yeah, I haven't heard of anything 6G related yet. But it could be that they only put it out to phones or something. And I don't keep up with anything phone related. That's your home internet from Spectrum? Really? I haven't actually looked up any new plans that my place might have in the last, like, 5 years. I would love to find a cheaper alternative that's, like, similarly as good, though. Because I don't need the best connection. I just need, like, adequate. I just need an adequate, consistent, mid-range connection. Don't need the fastest or anything. There's something that is stable and cheap. If it could do any combination of such. Right now, I would say my connection is stable, but I wouldn't call it quick or cheap. Like, out of every utility for this house, internet, I think, is almost the highest one. I think it's like the second or third highest, which is kind of insane. Aw, don't you do your 100% revive. What are you doing? You found a PDF on it? Oh no, I kind of want to look it up after the stream. I'm kind of curious what it is. Pretty sure it's too expensive these days, though. A stable 5G would be perfectly fine. I just really need to fix my current internet's, like, upload speed issue that I'm having right now. Or had more so in the past. These days it's been kind of fine. But it's really, really, really low. At least for doing streaming and stuff. Like, relative to what I use it for, it's low. Because all I need is just one lag spike and the connection is just gonna lag. See how low the bitrate is. It's like the slightest hindrance in connection, it's gonna go. You can tell pretty much every time the stream buffers. So honestly, lately it's been kind of fine. It's still been on the lower end. Even YouTube still has the warning going this entire stream. It's been like the last like month or two. Had that warning up. Your bitrate is too slow. There's not really much I can do about changing it. It's not my settings are wrong or anything. It's just the actual connection itself. I will hand out the redeem code soon, by the way. I don't really know when we should at this point. I guess once we finish out this factory, we're pretty much already there. Because we'll do that, clear out whatever other dailies we haven't touched, which at this point I think we already did most of them. And then probably just PvP the rest of the time. Use the XP booster while doing it. Get a bunch of points. Not sure what really goal I have point-wise. Well, obviously, at minimum 6,500. Not all today, though. I'm actually surprised we're still at one-shot range as well for this. Lester, that definitely sounds like something you would say. Can we one-shot all the way up to 80? Because as I recall, this is slightly short on damage to do so. Lester? Since you spelled it incorrectly, YouTube shouldn't flag it, luckily. It should be the last floor unless we get unlucky on points here. Then we'll go hand our code. Don't probably mess with PvP the rest of the time. I really do hope the next PvP rework's around the corner, though. Because the initial rework still leaves a lot to be tweaked. And of course, this entire year they're planning on doing updates related to it, but I'm curious to see what the final thing will end up being like. Because right now, PvP's not in much of a better state than what it was before they did the PvP update. Though I wouldn't say it's gotten worse, it's just gotten different. But different in a way that hasn't really improved it much. Yeah, Isabel, send me whatever you're referring to as well. I'll look into it as well, might as well. Hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. Out grabbing food, but a quick hello. Hope you have a good bite. Also, I haven't been rushing Cedric Room at all lately. One strategy that you could do for Underworld, if you don't care about multiplier as much, though we kind of do care almost entirely about multiplier right now. But if you don't care about it as much and you want to prioritize gold, if there's a Cedric Room in your delve, you should rush towards it and then do all the other rooms. It does not increase the amount of gold of the end gold battle, as in the ones that you get as a reward. So let's say a battle gives you an 800 gold reward on the reward screen thing. Like I'm referring to this bigger number. Like this one right here has a 500 gold reward. That one doesn't get boosted. However, all the other gold that you get within the battle does. So if you have a 100, 200, 500 cap, or, you know, right now 500 because of Cedric, whatever this cap is, that does get boosted by Cedric. So any gold that you get related to that, like that gold right there, gets boosted by it, and then that gets boosted by your other boosts. And you can actually get a decently sized amount of gold from it. And yes, it doesn't have enough damage to one-shot the final battle. Unfortunate. It also doesn't matter much. There we go. Alright, now moment of truth. Was that enough points? Let's hope so. Claim the chest. And the verdict is... it is not. Unfortunate. Rip 30 gems. But, of course, it's a pretty small amount. Not really that big a deal. Hello, Mr. Z! Welcome, welcome. There goes our extra turn, but we'll take that. Should be able to one-shot these two, and that should be enough points. Yeah, we need one more. And I will do it. It should still be one-shot range, barely. Could have taken the side room, too. That would have definitely been one-shot range. No! I didn't get one-shotted because it's super tanky. 1 HP. What are you doing? There you go. Random skull. Go get him. Oh, that worked out surprisingly well. Did we get anything from it? The answer is... oh, we did! A pet orb! Nice! Wow, a not horrible reward from a Tuesday faction event. We actually got something for once. Amazing. That, like, never happens. Let's go hand out code. Yeah, that pretty much never happens. We actually got a drop from a Tuesday event. This is unheard of. Here you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And give same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Oh, sorry. It actually gives 4,750 gold. It has all the gold that we didn't get from last month's thing. But anyways. Let's go take out Journey, I guess. Let's do Journey and then probably mess with PvP the rest of the time. So Journey is still nerfed into the ground. However, we do have the Doomed Vulge, which makes it less unbearable. If you don't have the Doomed Vulge, good luck. You're going to be spamming a lot of the Keeper of Paths. But if you do have Doomed Vulge, it's honestly not that bad this time around. Definitely not ideal. But nowhere near as bad as it was last time. Mostly carried by Doomed Vulge, of course. Alright, do we have enough to kind of get things going here? I believe we do. I don't really have anything to do there. We'll just double true damage with this, hitting 69s. Because of course it is. What do we need here? I'll take the brown. Ideally, we can take a purple to a purple. Trying to get enough mana so we can kill with true damage. I'm just going to kill with the Doomed Vulge. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. And luckily, we go back to the weaker statted ones now. I think the only big issue with how journeys are now is they didn't really rescale how leveling works. They still level at such a rapid rate. Like, way beyond what they should. Like, the point system wouldn't even be that big a deal if it wasn't for how badly these things scale. They just scale so quickly. Way quicker than you really have the strength to kill properly. Oh, I was about to use that. Whoops. It also means I have 1 less purple every time I cast 2, which is kind of unfortunate. And he loses some of his value. We do have access to resummon. Do I want to bother for it right now? We don't lose that many points from just killing it outright. Still feel like we should resummon though. I accidentally didn't on one of the fights we had earlier. What all I have to do is just do this, waste a turn, and then kill it. Oh, I still lost some miles there though. I guess we were just too slow. Only 12k to be in first in your bracket so far? Oh yeah, I haven't actually checked my bracket. I'll do that once we finish out this. What class am I using? Archmagus? Honestly, I might go something safer. We're starting to get to the point where we actually need durability. So it might be time to change. We'll use Vulpine Hunter first. I feel like it'll give us some better extra turn here. Alright, them gaining Submerge does matter. As I can't hit them with the Fennec. For the blade, it doesn't matter at all, but for the other thing, it does. Oh, that's not ideal. But yeah, I think it's finally time for us to go way tankier. Get rid of Archmage, just switch it out for Elementalists, even, potentially. There's something absurdly tanky. Alright, we do have Revive. Do I want to use it? Yeah, I think we do. I believe he has score reduction. Yeah, he has 65% score reduction. Which is honestly a pretty sizable amount. You're in first slot, which is not ideal. Because you're actually one-shottable by a skull, and then I gotta resummon all over again. Alright, 1 more true damage will take him out. 2 skulls will also take him out. Wait, we have reduction? Wait, why did we not die? Oh, wait, do we have the potion effect of it? How far did I buy in? Why did that not kill us? Was I looking at my value wrong? Oh, now you're dead. Alright, this battle's taking way too long, too. We're gonna lose a ton of points from how long this battle's taken. We gotta switch things up. I think we have to go Elementalist. Because we're gaining much more points from tanking than anything else at this point. I think it's also time to maybe multi-up on something. But first things first, 100% Elementalist. Without a doubt. Next is, I guess, we could replace out one of these for Wolf Garrick and try going down the Wolf Garrick route. See if we can get those double kills in there. This, I think, was actually the original team I mentioned in the video, too. We're past the point where we can get away with double of this. But this makes our team a lot safer. I think we go like that. Doomed Vulge, Keeper of Paths, Wolf Garrick, Fennec. Using Fennec almost entirely for its enchant at this point. We also get Blessed from it, but mostly for its enchant. And then try to set up Doomed Vulge into Wolf Garrick kill. I think that's our game plan for the rest of this. And we use Keeper of Paths because we have to, and because he also sets up into Wolf Garrick. And then we basically Wolf Garrick into Wolf Garrick, and that's our main premise for every fight. Which is what the team originally was set up as, but we did the other team because it was quicker early on, but we are way past that point where it is quicker early on. So we'll roll with this now. If there's nothing there, we'll store a 2 damage poke, get rid of that, that's fine. Hope this doesn't miss. It did, wonderful. Start to get something into kill range. I choose you. Is that Wolf Garrick kill range? Yes, we can kill him with a 69. Why does this keep happening? Is the game just taunting us? There we go. And now you just rinse and repeat that twice. And as match. It's easy as that. Wolf Garrick into Wolf Garrick. Biggest issue is trying to get the second Wolf Garrick while not already killing one. Is it just better to kill one? I think it's just better to kill it. That makes it so I can't Wolf Garrick him, but we just kill him by other means. Not every kill has to be a Wolf Garrick kill. Though we want to try to make every kill a Wolf Garrick kill. But yeah, that's the basic premise of our original team. It is, Oh, wait, did I not? Oh! I actually replaced out my original team. I forgot about that. I actually used the Timberwolf because I was like, oh, I'll try out this new team. But before I made this team, the scrap team before then, actually ended up utilizing something closer to what we just did. It was something like this. Where we ended up going with the Wolf Garrick. I ended up opting for the Timberwolf by the end. But it was like a double mythic team that used one of both, which is what we're using now. But I never actually showed it during the video. I made it before the video, but then last minute I kind of changed it to this team. But yeah, originally I was going to go with a Wolf Garrick Fennec build, basically exactly what we're running right now for Journey. But I forgot, I actually did change it last minute. So it never actually made it into the video. I did mention Wolf Garrick build, but I didn't actually show one during the video. But that's basically it. But anyways, we'll do more of that tomorrow night. Anyways, we did that. I think is that really all dailies? Gosh, why does it feel like dailies keep going by quicker and quicker? It's not like we had any less today compared to normal. Yeah, let's go start doing some PvP. I'm gonna get like the booster up, I guess. Make sure we actually use it. There's the redeem code. Alright, you know what? We'll hand out 2 codes to stream too. I'll hand out a code after this booster. How about that? We'll throw down this booster and let's go do some PvP. I just realized I don't have a team built. I'm just gonna waste like a minute of this. Oh no. Quick. I don't even know where the good ones are. What do we have this week? We have green, we have red, we have yellow. Which one of those is quickest? Go. Brain. Probably green. I'd assume green, because we have Leprechaun. So it'd go something like, Leprechaun. And then, Stellarix. And then, I don't know, do we throw a Marilith in there? We could actually go Bogstrider. And throw like a hero there to go do Wand and Dispel. Get like Archmagus. Get like a... Actually, we could even do Yellow Storm or Green Storm here. Hold up. Let me do Archer. Get like an Archer on it. Put our banner into like double green something. Or just double green. Do we need anything special? Where's double green? And there we go. We got a team. That is the team. Alright, go. Let's load the fight. Welcome. Quick build now that we're on time pressure. Yeah, this should be fine. And let's just take some green, get over mana going. Quick Stellarix win. Wand for backup, Bug Strider for mana and tank, Leprechaun for Leprechaun-related things. And that's the build. We'll run that for the 15-minute booster, I guess. See how much PvP points we can get from 0, because we haven't done any prior to this. So this is the entirety of our PvP so far this week. It'll be easy to track how many points we get, as whatever our total is how many we got. I know, he's webbed. I do have an anti-measure for that. I didn't click it for some reason, though. Oh, he's cursed, so I gotta double cast it. Unfortunate. There we go. Now he's dead. We'll run the XP booster for the full 15 minutes here, then. See how many PvP points that gets us up to. Based on hourly rates, that should get us up to about 2,000-ish, give or take a few. We should be at least 2,000. Unless we would just run really slowly. That's about how much Stellarex gets. It's like 8 to 10,000 an hour. It really depends what teams you have access to on a given week and how quickly you click. But it ranges from about 8 to 10,000, specifically Stellarex. Obviously, other teams are generally slower, as I'm not sure of anything quicker than Stellarex. So your next best bet is double Tesla, though I'm not sure if we can run double Tesla this week. We had, what, green, yellow, and some other color. Oh, the other color was red. You technically can run Tesla this week. The problem is mana accumulating for red's kind of weird under red category. Like, what's the best you have? Marilift to kind of get things going? Actually, that's kind of funny, just right there. But, like, your best bet's kind of just like Marilift. You don't really have that many good empowers, though I believe there is one in red empower that feeds into blue, which you can feed into Tesla, of course. But you don't have currently a red option that could feed the red properly. We only have that for yellow and green at the moment. Oh! I could do that. Hold up, I can run first slot Stellarex and run the converter guy. I believe it does like red to green. It would actually be quicker in times that we have alignment. The biggest issue is our first slot taking a lot of damage. One nice thing about the Bog Strider build here is we're basically immune to death. Let's say somehow Death Mark or something else to Stellarex. Because they're not getting through Bog Strider. We'd have to really fail a battle for them to kill through Bog Strider. It's 33% score reduction and Entangle on Skull. It's not the tankiest thing out there, but it's decently tanky. It's basically Thrall but tank. Just with a much higher mana cost, because he doesn't have Link and he has in 8 instead of 6. Which means effectively he has a 8 instead of 5. What PvP zone is this? We're doing green. We have access to yellow, green, and red, which all have an option. Red has double Tesla with like Marilift and such. Green has obviously Leprechaun Bog Strider, whatever your best damage source is. Or of course if you have Stellarex, use Stellarex. And then yellow has like actually, what does yellow have now that the finesse build got nerfed into the ground? Well, not the finesse build. Finesse is actually still just as strong. But the E-Cattle... Oh, what's the other one that goes with the E-Cattle? Not E-Cattle himself, but the other part of it got nerfed. The Egress. The Egress got nerfed into the ground, so you can't really go like Egress, double finesse, E-Cattle anymore. You still can, but it's a lot slower now. That they nerfed Journey troops like crazy. Yeah, we're currently in green. Though depending on what you have, red might actually be quicker. As double Tesla is really quick. And there's Empower to blue and to red, as well as Marilift for red. But green has Leprechaun, so generally speaking, on average, a team will be better in green this week. Did we just kill you someone on stream in PvP? That's kind of funny. I'm not even paying attention to the name. I'm literally just looking at bigger number than clicking. I'm not even looking at the top section. Just looking at whatever is the biggest number and just going straight for it. They will have the other redeem code as soon as this XP booster's done, which I think is like, what, 10 more minutes at this point? I didn't put a timer on screen, but obviously it's 15 minutes long. You can easily guesstimate it. Obviously for Paloozas, it's good to know the exact time. We will definitely bring the timer out for this weekend. The EXP boosters don't really matter as much, so if we go slightly over or under, it's not that big a deal. Also, I would love if you didn't Devour. At least he devoured the least consequential troop on our entire team. Like, after a Leprechaun cast, it is nearly useless. I wouldn't say useless, but you know. His whole value is from what he initially does. Not much beyond that. Even though you technically can carry an entire win with only Leprechaun by the end of the fight. Which you have done many, many, many times before. When it has come to that. But it's generally not something you would want to have to do. It's a last-ditch effort kind of thing. Wait, I give you 92 VP? How's that even possible? I thought it capped at 90. How'd I give you 92? My level's not even that high. Like, we're only level 1901. Do people of lower level really give... Or do people at lower level really gain that many points from PvP? I don't think I've ever seen higher than a 90. And I was on someone who was like level 2,500 something. Yeah, it's based entirely on your level. Like, the level difference between your level and the level of the person you're fighting. This is likely going to change, though. Because it really hurts endgame players. And given that most people still playing the game are endgame players, generally speaking. Like, you know, the higher level range. Like, there's far, far more people in, like, the 1,000 to 2,000 range. And, like, the 2,000 to 3,000 range than there are, like, the under 1,000 range. Because most players at this point are veteran players. Not all of them, of course, but a good number of them are people who've been playing for years. But this game still does get a surprisingly amount of new players. Especially for, like, zero advertising. This game has had surprisingly, like, a negative amount of advertising. Like, I don't think it has ever, like, done an ad ever. None I have seen. I've literally seen games that have under 300 player base have ads. Actually, I mentioned it the other day. Moonstone Island, I literally on my TV, so it couldn't have even been biased on my thing. Because obviously for my TV, I don't actually have it hooked up to my account, so it couldn't have even known that I had that game. But I literally saw an ad for Moonstone Island's like Valentine's Day event or something. They literally had, like, under 300 people play at the time that I saw the ad. Like, it's such a low number that it doesn't even show up the number on Steam, which means it's under 300. Yet even they still had ads pulled out. I'm actually really surprised Gems of War has never really bothered with it. Or maybe they have, and it's just not in locations I would ever see them. Could just be that they focus on mobile ads or something. I'm like never on phone. It is geared more as a mobile game, obviously. Even though we play it almost exclusively on PC. You wouldn't hold your breath on the devs fixing the level issue. I think they might. Just because of all the whales being generally higher level. So they actually make less money but from the PvP system being the way it is, in a sense. It definitely feels like something that would get adjusted. Also because the people spending the most money on the game are generally of that higher level range. And the current system severely disadvantages those people. But it pretty much disadvantages everyone who's just been, like, very active in the game. Even if you're 100% free to play and you're like level 2,300 or something, you're still just as disadvantaged by the level system thing. We'll hand out the final code in a few minutes. I don't know how much time we have left, but I'd assume there's several sets of battles. Why on earth is my tier 1 battle my highest one? That's the other thing that's really weird about this new PvP system. Is that your VP number is not always the highest on your third. Your first one could be your highest, your second one could be your highest. Like, yeah, sometimes the third one's the highest, but not always. So you actually have to look. As a whale, you're offended. Honestly, I can't remember the last game I've spent a lot of money on. I want to say it's Dota 2 back in 2014. But I actually made back more money than what I spent. So technically, I spent a lot of money on the game, but I also profited a lot of money from the game. So, was that really spending money on the game? Like, as far as games I've spent the most money on in recent years, it would definitely be Gems of War. I think we're up to a total of like 850 by now. But that was spent over the course of 9 years. Which isn't a 10th year anniversary, it's a 10-year anniversary this year. So that's almost the course of 9.5 years. So that's less than like $100 a year. Is how much we spent on Gems of War. But it is numerically the most amount of money I've ever spent on a game. Even Dota 2, I don't think I've ever actually spent that much. Because trading an item from an item doesn't count as like spending item. And if you count all the money I've actually spent, I don't think it actually exceeded that number. I don't know because I never kept track of the exact number. So Gems of War would be the highest. Dota 2 would probably be the second highest. And the third highest would probably be the entirety of RuneScape. Which I've probably spent like $500-600 on over the course of 2 decades. So, goodbye, Miss Insane Witch. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Also, wow, we're in a really weird situation for getting mana right now. This is actually kind of bad. What? I forgot this gem existed. Did any of you remember that Entangled gems exist? Am I the only one? What? Huh? Is this troop released, or am I going crazy? It has to be. It's a bounty hunter troop. How long has Entangled gems existed? I kind of forgot that's even a thing. Apparently we've seen that before, otherwise there would have been a skill thingy saying, hey, you've never seen this gem before. I kind of forgot those even exist. Is that the only troop that does Entangled gems currently? It has to be. I forgot that's even a mechanic that exists right now. It makes sense. It's like all the other ones. Like the blue one freezes, the green one entangles, the brown one curses. But, yeah, I kind of forgot that exists. They added that like a few bounty hunters ago or something. But it was on such a dead content troop that you never really used it. Or would have a need to use it. Interesting. The more you know. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Alright, there we go. Let's go hand out a code. And then we'll do a little bit more PvP, might as well. Just because we don't have a booster going doesn't mean we can't keep going, though I am curious, now that it's been 15 minutes. Let's see how much we actually got up to. So within 15 minutes, we got 2,210. Okay, so we're going a little bit slower. Though we also have access to a little bit of a worse week compared to, like, Purple. It's not that much worse. Like, Backstrider's only blocking by 2 mana. It's not that much slower. It's basically the same team. If anything, it's actually tankier. Though Thrall was never really much of a threat of dying. Problem is, Backstrider's a little bit harder to get full mana on compared to Thrall. It's effectively double the mana cost of Thrall in most situations. Despite it still having a pretty low mana cost. Because the other issue with it too is from 20% it only gets 1 mana, not 2. Whereas Thrall, of course, also gets 1 mana, so it's not actually getting as much of a benefit there. Plus, it doesn't have the link like Thrall does. Make it a lot easier to 1-turn full mana. And of course, just a lower mana cost in general on Thrall by 2. Like right now, that'd be a full Thrall. If that was Thrall, that already would have been a full mana. Oh no, this troop just revived 2 times. It's starting. Oh no, we finally got to see it. I don't think I've ever seen this thing double. Is it gonna get a triple? So far, this thing is double revived off of 20%. Oh no. Watch it actually infinite loop us into the win. That'd be really hilarious. Does it get the 3rd? Oh, good, it did not get the 3rd. Yeah, it's the first time I think I've ever seen that mythic double revive. Well, it's because it doesn't get used that much. But it's almost one of those weird troops that I felt like it was going to get a ton of usage, but then didn't. I think the biggest issue with it is its damage output's really low. But Selma hits like 0 damage when it casts. I think it's effectively like 60 or 70 this late in the game. But split damage. It's not even 60 or 70 AoE, just 60 or 70 split. With like no extra boost ratio or anything. It's really, really low. Which I think it does have boost ratio, but it barely matters because it's split damage. I think it's like a 1-to-1 based on how many gems it gets rid of. It's definitely a mythic I wish they would have given slightly more damage to. Or even just like half its magic as AoE would have been really nice too. Which is weird because a lot of things under that category already do AoE damage. Kind of weird that it didn't also get it. If anyone else does any other questions or anything want me to go over, do let me know. Probably go to about 2,500 PvP rating, then call it for the night. Finish it throughout the rest of the week. Something we can easily finish in half an hour at any point we feel like it. And then do the hour boost at some point. Though I do need to make sure I do the hour... you know what? Actually, we'll do the hour boost on Thursday. Because tomorrow we'll go do a ton of Underspire. Whatever extra spare time we have, we'll do some PvP. Then on Thursday, we got to finish all the PvP and do the hour boost. Because I forgot, it's Vault weekend. Which means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we got to prioritize Vault. And get as much Vault loot as we can. We're going for standard as far as the weekend is concerned, though. We're going to be going for 300 Vault fees. I don't know, maybe I'll go for more, but let's start as standard and go from there. Because I actually do have a surplus of these books for once. I have, I think 12, 13 of them. So we're back to like the 10 plus buffer that we were trying to keep always in the past, but then I kind of stopped for about a year. But now I'm going to try to do it again, try to see if we can keep a 10 plus buffer always. And only use them at an absurd emergency. As our backup deeds, or verses, I mean. You have Stellarix. Do you recommend for PvP, Mystic, and Orc? Well, Orc's pretty easy if you have Eye of Argris. Mystic's not ideal. Mystic doesn't really have that much going for it currently. We haven't really been silver chasing for about a month now. Mostly because they haven't been adding anything new to use silver marks on, so I just haven't been farming them. Other than like the 100 we get guaranteed weekly. I haven't been going out of my way to farm though, which is kind of ironic because I was trying to get to diamond rank to farm silver marks, but by the time we got to diamond rank, we didn't need silver marks anymore. So rather ironic twist. And that by the time we could efficiently farm silver marks, I no longer needed silver marks. So we just haven't been grinding it over the last month. Obviously that could change as the next PvP update or whenever they decide to update things. But I assume some of it will be a next update. We'll have to wait and see. They're going to be doing it over the course of the entire year, so might not necessarily be right away. They definitely like to take their times with things, that's for sure. You found a super easy method to get tech points. You just breed and butcher. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yes, there are 2 mons that, if you were to breed them, drop tech manuals. I was just killing them on the islands. But yeah, you could just breed them and butcher them. That works too. I didn't even think about that. I was just mass killing them on the island because you also get to shiny hunt while doing it. And I got 2 shinies while doing it. The problem with just spam butchering is you don't get any shinies while doing it. Oh yeah, you can just literally just breed a ton and just kill them all. And every 10 kills, you should get a attack. Or I assume it's about 1 in 10, based on how many I was killing. Unless Butcher has different drop rate. But it's like a 1 in 10 drop. So for every 10 killed, oh no, there's a lot of breeding material though. You need like 120 to max out each thing. I haven't been playing lately. I should go keep it on in the background. I haven't even touched the game in the last 2 days, but honestly, I should be keeping it in the background, just breeding a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of things I need if they're going to add PvP or other game modes or anything else to the game. I just feel like it's going to take them forever. Like, even though they made a lot of money from the game, I don't think their development speed's going to go, like, rapidly out of nowhere. Like, I'd be surprised if they add anything meaningful before April. It's just all going to be bug fix stuff, probably. Like, the first meaningful patch will be late March at the absolute earliest. Anyways, what does that leave us at? I wanted to go for 2,500, and we got 3,000. I think we overhit it a little. But we're halfway there, so that works out perfectly. So we need 6,500, and we have exactly half. So that works out perfect. And then we have to finish out the other half tomorrow, while also doing all of our Underspire battles. And then on Thursday, we'll run the 1 hour of boost into just finishing up whatever events we need to get done before Vault Event weekend. That'll be the game plan. Captain, what was your thing? How annoying is Underspire this week? I haven't actually tried Underspire this week, so I don't know. But as long as you have the Celestial Dragon, I don't feel like it's going to be that bad. I only have 1 copy of it, which is kind of unfortunate. But Doomed Glaive into Lunarly... I cannot say this. Lunar Elion. But this thing, the purple Cosmic Dragon. If you have this, you're pretty much good to go. Like, Doomed Glaive and the purple Cosmic Dragon, just put some mana accumulators on it, you're golden. I'm not sure what we're really going to do for mana accumulation, ultimately, though. Because this can actually backfire and mana drain us, and Wolf Garrick's obviously not mana accumulator. He's more so for cleanup. So I might adjust it as we go, as we kind of see. But the main premise of the team is Doomed Glaive into Lunar Alien. If you have these two, it should be a breeze, to be honest. Because you just double AoE spam until you win. And then the rest of your team is just for support based on what you have or want to run. But that's the basic premise of the team. I might even put the new tank troop in there. He does a bunch of explodes, and I'm kind of considering using him in first slot as a tank. And by that, I mean the, you know the one. The one they literally added this week, the Timberwolf. I'm considering adding Timberwolf as the tank for that team. And then, I don't know, we'll be messing with it tomorrow night. But I'm considering adding Timberwolf instead of our Empower, potentially. Or actually, keep the Empower, but, yeah, like something like this. I'm gonna go like something like this, I think. Like Timberwolf, Doomed Glaive, Lunarian, and Neri. I'm just concerned that Aneri's gonna backfire and mana drain us back. But there's no Empower other than Aneri, other than Spirit Fox, but that doesn't count. Oh wait, we have to get to green. Hold up. Yeah, let me just go run that. There we go, perfect. That's our team. I forgot, we could literally just do it to Doomed Glaive. What does this deny, though? Oh, it does deny purple, though, which is kind of unfortunate. But, I don't know. We'll tweak it around as we mess around. I'm just concerned this thing's going to mana drain us back, which is kind of why I don't want to run it. Because this has no immune to mana drain. Hero's not going to have any immune to mana drain. Timberwolf doesn't have any immune to mana drain. If we ran a Spirit Fox, I also wouldn't. So I'm just going to go Moonsinger. It does deny our purple, but it goes straight into Doomed Glaive. We cleared the board. Get Timberwolf doing Timberwolf things. Clear the board that way too, and then just keep spamming Doomed Glaive and Lunarian until you win. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be the game plan. And also, Doomed Glaive does mana accumulate. All the Doom Skulls that explode do give you mana, of course. Which would ultimately go back into your team. Oh yeah, is there anything else I can minus? Let me minus red instead. Is there like a minus red green banner that's not horrible? Oh, perfect. The exact banner we had, but that way. Alright, there we go. That's our team. Yeah, we'll run this for tomorrow. As well as for all of our Underspire then. Because that team should never fall off. Because there's not really anything we do to make it stronger other than maybe go for some Wolf Garrett kills. When stats going like super, super high. But I'm pretty sure the double AoE is going to be good enough. Oh yeah, you can do Fenrir's. I do have 2. Yeah, we could go multiple Fenrir as well. I did that for the other event too. But you can double, triple up on Fenrir if you have it, and just do it with a mana accumulation weapon. Because we have the one that boosts based on war gear. I forget its name, but it's actually in Soulforge this week as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you can use Wolfhammer, is it? Yeah, you can use Wolfhammer, which creates blue-green. And there's also one that does like red something based on war gear. Is it from here? I know I own it, obviously. Is it actually available this week, though? For people that don't already have it. Where is it? Oh, it might be from the other kingdom. There's a good chance it's from the other kingdom. Where is it? What am I looking for? No, it is from Grimwoods. I just didn't see it. But yeah, it creates green and red. The Lopine's Edge, which means it's somewhere's in Soulforge there. But yeah, it boosts based on war gear on team and creates a bunch of green and red based on allies. And you can also do the Grimwoods method, but that is green and blue instead of green and red. Yeah, they both work. Actually, wait, never mind. What colors is it? Wait. What color is Phoenix again? Wait, do either of them feed into him? Never mind. Wait, you can't feed green blue or green red into him. Oh no. Yeah, that method wouldn't quite work. You would need a different mana accumulator like Timberwolf or something. Let's see. Looking back in chat to make sure I didn't miss anything. Wait, there's a red-brown mana weapon? Wait, which one's red-brown? Red-brown on Grim Woods. Wait. What weapon am I missing right now, then? Well, I'm not missing one, but you know what I mean. What weapon am I not noticing? Oops, if I can go to the right category. What weapon was the thing, then? I don't recall a red-brown one. Where on earth is, Grim Woods? Brown. Where on earth is this red-brown weapon coming from? There's no red-brown creating weapon from, Grim Woods. Unless you're smuggling it from somewhere else. But, because I think that glitch still works. But otherwise, there is no red-brown mana accumulating weapon from Grim Woods. Closest we have is convert all the browns to Doom Skulls, which is what the team currently does. Because the other two create green and blue and red and green. Just reading back the chat. Wait, you're using the red-brown weapon too? I'm going crazy. Oh, you mean using the red-brown weapon? Wait, you mean the red-brown explodey weapon? Is there one? I'm going crazy right now. What weapon is everyone referred to right now? Am I just that blind? Am I missing a very obvious weapon here? Oh, you mean the red-brown weapon that creates blue-green. I thought you meant some kind of weapon that creates red-brown. That's what I was confused by. But yeah, this can be used. It doesn't feed into Phoenix, though. You'd have to feed it into something else to feed into Phoenix, like the thing that explodes all browns. Or something similar. But you can't mana accumulate into it directly. You'd have to mana accumulate into something else and then have something else mana accumulate into the weapon. I mean, into the Phoenix if you're going down the true damage route. But it can be done. Use this one mana accumulator and then double up on Phoenix if you have it. And you get double true damage the whole time. Though it does fall off at the higher range, but it shouldn't really matter that much. Unless you're doing like the really late battles in which you might want to switch to Wolfgarrick. But no, we'll mess around with it tomorrow. That will be the lower end that we'll be messing around with. Obviously, we won't reach the higher end quite yet with how many battles we have. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you so much for stopping by. As always, greatly appreciated. Feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is also greatly appreciated. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. Wednesday, don't have anything too interesting. We have the War Gear pet. We will be going through Underspire. So if you want to see Underspire file, we are going to go through all of our Underspires then. Or, you know, all the battles that we can do. Aside from that, yeah, the only in-game event's the little War Gear pet thingy, so if you don't have that little guy, you can get him tomorrow, little wolf guy there. Obviously, his bonus helps out with quite a few events this week, including Underspire itself. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. We'll be doing that, and probably a bit of PvP, because I want to do the other half of the PvP, so we have it all done by Thursday, because I want to run the 1 hour booster on Thursday night, so that we have pretty much everything out of the way, all the event stuff that we can possibly do before Vault Event Weekend. And then, of course, we have Vault Event Weekend, which will be grinding our normal amount. Might do a little bit extra, we'll see. But if anything, I actually kind of want to start grinding some Spear Verses. We already were able to last event. We ended up getting 10 to like almost a dozen spare verses last event. We're at 14 right now. We were at 0 at one point last weekend, or last Vault weekend. And now we're all the way at 14. Obviously, most of that was during last Vault weekend, but I kind of want to do that again. Where we only go for about 300, but I want to try to get this number to like 20-ish if we can. Or at least something higher than 14, or at least maintain it if nothing else. But I want to see if we can get it higher. We have to get really lucky. We got so absurdly lucky on verses last time. Like, if we get that luck again, we'll be at 30 this weekend or something. Like, we got so overly lucky last weekend on actually getting the verse we needed. So much so that our verse 3s finally got past our verse 2s for a short duration. But then it kind of flipped back. But who knows, maybe it'll happen again. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy the week. Catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.